I don't care. I mean, I care about T3, but I want to know what happens to the other guy, his friend.
Awaken.
Yo, my dude got some hairy arms. You have awakened in the medical bay in an unknown facility. The last thing you remember is being a passenger on the Republic capital ship, the Harbinger. You should find out where you are and how you got here. Ah, my favorite part. Running animations. Go in here. We should be able to do this. Gonna open that door, get some sweet loot. Unlock door to the morgue. Cause dead people, and let's okay. Uh okay. Medical logs. 18? Okay.
Still examining the survivors of the damaged freighter. Looks like it goes by the name of the Ebon Hawk. Only one survivor, placed in the coltal tank for recovery. The carbon scoring on the vessel suggests it was in a battle, but no indication of who fired on it. Couldn't get much from the Nava computer. I'm surprised the ship was able to make it inside the Peragus asteroid field without the asteroid drift charts. Aside from the lone survivor, we recovered an old woman. No life signs. There was also a protocol droid and a utility droid on board. Sent both down to maintenance while security sorts through the other items on the ship. It looks like the utility droid, a T3 unit, was able to get the ship working enough to get to the colony. We're prepared to... Could be a Jedi. But we won't know for sure until we get the transmission back from the Republic. If the survivor is a Jedi, that would account for the recovery rate. But I'm more concerned that a Jedi here may cause trouble. Some of the miners, especially Corta, are already Another accident today. A detonation in the ventilation tunnels. If the lockdown measures hadn't activated, the whole facility would have been destroyed.
Yikes.
Got most of the injured to the colto tanks in time, but the rest had to go to the morgue. One of the wounded said a droid caused the accident, but we couldn't get any specifics.
Wouldn't be that HK unit that was on the Ebon Hawk, would it? Cause we had 2 utility droids, no protocol droids.
Miners about the Jedi. A number of the droids have been acting oddly, and not even memory wipes seem to be fixing the problem. There was a detonation in another one of the fuel vents the droids were working in. We deactivated several of them, and moved them down to maintenance. But we're still treating the plasma burns. That cuts us down to almost half shifts, and with the droids malfunctioning, we may not make the Telos shipment for this month. Fortunately, the detonation didn't cause a lockdown.
Warning. There has been a fuel detonation in the mining tunnels.
Had to say something.
Emergency lockdown commencing. All personnel report to quarters and prepare for emergency venting countermeasures.
No! If the ventilation systems are malfunctioning, evacuate the medical bay! Everyone evacuate!
Interesting. Looks like that HK unit is up to no good. Look at this dead lady. Plasma torch. She's alive.
Find what you're looking for amongst the dead?
I thought you were dead.
Close to death. Yes, closer than I'd like. You have the smell of the Kolto tank about you. How do you feel?
A little disoriented. Was it your voice I heard in that Koto tank?
Yes, I had hoped as much. I slept here too long and could not awaken. It may be I reached out unconsciously, and your mind must have been a willing one. Or perhaps you have been trained for such things.
So you can touch minds. And frame death. Who are you?
I am Kreia, and I am your rescuer, as you are mine. Tell me, do you recall what happened?
I'm the one asking questions. How did I get here?
I confess I know little more than you do. I do not know where here is. I do recall rescuing you. The Republic ship you were on was attacked, and you were the only survivor. A result of your Jedi training, no doubt.
How do you know I was a Jedi?
Your stance, your walk tells me you are a Jedi. Your walk is heavy. You carry something that weighs you down.
That's no business of yours.
So it would seem. Keep your past and let us focus on the now.
Right. What's going on? How did we get here?
I do not know. I was removed from the events of the world as I slept. A survey of the surroundings may provide the answers we seek. The ship we arrived in, the Ebon Hawk, must still be in this place. We should recover it and leave.
The Ebon Hawk. We? Why do you think we? Why do you think we're together in this?
We were attacked once, and I fear our attackers will not give up the hunt so easily. Without transport, weapons, and information, they will find us easy prey indeed.
Is there anything I should keep an eye out for?
You may wish to extend your search to some clothes, if only for proper first impressions.
I'll beat this bitch's ass. Just stay out of my way or else you end up like these corpses.
I leave you to the explorations of this place. Here I will remain and attempt to center myself.
I like the dark side music. It's so dramatic and you can say like the littlest things. Like, you're ugly. Dun 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 dun. Plasma torch. I'm going to keep this little thing for the whole playthrough. Just for this reason. It opens up doors in one hit.
Emergency lockdown overridden.
Should be a vibro blade on here. Or vibro cutter, my bad. Plasma torch. How do I switch weapons quickly? H? Ooh, that's a reach for me. Bodies? No. Broken droid? Okay. This is closed. We go this way. We love Kreia. I'm a speedy boy. This game, I'm a spec into Fury. Nothing. Okay. Anything on you? Nope. Let's go in here. I like doing the prologue because I feel like you keep the items from the prologue, right? Security tunneler. I'm pretty sure you keep the items from the prologue, right? No? I don't see that I have parts. Maybe T3 has them. Security desk. Check security records. Oh, we gotta learn about safety.
Is this thing on? All right. right. All hands, especially you, Corda. Listen up, because I'm not gonna say this again. The next one of you Juma heads to try and smuggle a blaster, or so help me, any sort of military-grade frag weapons into my facility is gonna take a long walk out the airlock. Why? Because in case you forgot, Peragian fuel explodes at high temperatures. That's what blasted that chunk out of Peragus 2 and created this asteroid field. So if I catch any of you with anything other than sonic charges or mining lasers, I'll burn you and your contract. Security out.
True. I always skip the prologue too, but the other day I was watching a speedrunner, and he played the prologue up until he can loot the first 2 chests, and then he skips it. So I don't know if he... That's why I'm thinking, like, maybe you do keep the items. Let's go on to the accident reports.
And according to one of the miners, it was because one of the sonic charges went off prematurely. And like before, it was one set by a mining droid. The 3 idiots were grouped so close to the charge, it might as well have been a grenade going off. The blast turned their bones to dust.
Yikes.
The blast wrecked the internal components of the droid that set the charge, though, so we can't even dissect it to see what happened. I don't like what's going on here. Ever since that Jedi showed up, things are getting worse. It's not just Corda and his miners, or the fights, but now the droids are acting crazy. If we don't find what's causing this, or who, this facility's gonna be space dust by the time the next Telos freighter arrives.
Maintenance logs.
So, you're in maintenance. Then maybe you can tell me what's going on with these droids.
Sir, I don't know. It's like their behavior cores are undergoing binary decay, but I can't find the source. This shouldn't be happening.
Well, that's reassuring. It isn't happening. So the next time we nearly have a breach in the ventilation tunnels, I could just close my eyes and pretend it's my imagination. You better give me some answers. I want to know the damage these droids can do if they start mining us instead of asteroid rock.
Sir, these droids aren't combat models. Their mining lasers are weaker and less accurate than blasters. I doubt those droids could even hit one of us.
Are you blind? What about the miners in Medbay? It's sabotage, and it started right after the commander said we weren't going to sell the Jedi to the exchange. So I want you to find out how these droids are being sabotaged. That'll tell me who's trying to clear a path to get that Jedi off the facility, and stop him. In the meantime, make sure the security's armed with all the ion and sonic charges you can find. If those droids start coming after me, I'm gonna need more than low-grade mining lasers to take them down. Clear?
Yes, sir. Maintenance control out.
Idiot.
Administration.
I installed an override switch to shut down any droids on this level, just in case someone locks me out of the administration console. As added insurance, I tied the override switch into the circuit to the holding cell door. It'll make sure it can only be opened if all droids in the level are shut down. I doubt Corda or any of his men have the skill to pull off something like this, but I'm not taking any chances while we're sitting in the middle of this asteroid minefield. Whoever's responsible won't be able to have the droids rescue him after I lock him up. Nothing will cut through that door. He'll be trapped.
Security storage room inventory.
I secured the stealth field generator inside one of the footlockers in the security storage room. If I have the specs right, the interface field should be effective against the droid's sensors. All I need to do is equip the belt, and some skill with stealth in order to use it. As long as I don't get too close to the droids, they shouldn't detect me.
Ooh, and some skill?
Start malfunctioning, the belt should buy me enough time to get to the override switch I set up in the communications blister console. I'd rather shut them down than destroy them. I want to find out how these droids are being sabotaged. Maybe even turn them against whoever's sabotaging them.
That should be everything. I'd be scared. So, corpse nothing. So at least now we know what's in this locker. There should be sonic grenades and a stealth belt, but of course, since I'm having to bash it, so it looks like we missed out on an ion grenade and a stealth belt is what I'm assuming. Unless it's an ion blaster. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, it is. Especially since it's I like that change that they did, that they have like the holograms talking. Cause don't get me wrong, I like reading the terminal notes, or I don't know what's terminal journals, but it doesn't bring out that emotion that like watching it does. Let's go, and Korea should talk to us here.
Be careful. There is much energy in the room beyond, yet it stems from nothing that lives.
Korea? What?
Can you not sense them? Reach out. Cast aside your sight. Cast aside what you see, and instead reach out with your perceptions.
Droids.
Ah, you can feel them. The droids you cannot perceive, but the small oscillations of energy, that you can feel, echoing outwards.
With Korea's help, you give him the passive ability of preconjugation power. When this is triggered, you should probably save your game. This should be easy. Pause. Ion grenade should kill all of them.
Ah, you hear it. It is fate, but it is there.
What is happening?
It is the Force you feel. It has not been so long as for you to forget.
I don't want this. Not again. Never again.
Do not turn away from it. Listen. Feel it echoing within you. Come. I shall guide you down the familiar paths. You will need it if we are to survive and escape this place.
Gaining experience will slowly reestablish your connection with the Force. Go low to. Time to level up. Get some more skills. I mean, I have one skill point. Awareness. Feats. We're force sensitive. We have unarmed specialists. Thanks, I guess. Okay. I don't think we get another weapon soon. I'll go for empathy. Just because with that last level up, we're not getting a bunch of skills. Powers. Gotta go with burst of speed. Yay. I think... Oh, I wonder if I do more damage. Okay, now go. Go. Dink. Ion grenades. Dink. Dink. A dink. Dink. Stat generator. So I gotta be careful with... Let me actually save here, actually, now that I think about it. Because the times that I was Why? It's opened already, stop. The times I was testing it, when I was using speed, I actually ran into like the corner of this rock and went underneath the map. Just so we get XP, I'm gonna just destroy all of them. Because if you do access the console to free what's-his-face, it does turn them all off, but I want XP. Oh! Emergency supplies. This is an emergency. Easy. Nothing? Okay. Emergency supplies. Attack. Last thing I want to do is die in the training level. Okay. Easy. Activate the switch. There's probably a mod that disables the blurriness. Like, I get it, I'm moving fast.
Beyond this door, someone yet lives. Be mindful. His thoughts are difficult to read. But you have nothing to fear from this one, and he might yet prove useful.
Hey, yo, what's up?
Nice outfit. What, you miners change regulation uniform while I've been in here?
You got a name or just a big mouth?
Atten. Atten Rand. Excuse me if I don't shake hands. The field only causes mild electrical burns.
The facility's deserted. What happened?
You mean before or after that Jedi showed up? Either way, it's a real short story. You see, this Jedi shows up, and you know what that means. Where there's one Jedi, the Republic will soon be crawling up your ion engine in no time. But the story gets better. See, some of the miners get it into their ferrocrete skulls that since the Jedi's unconscious, they can collect the bounty the exchange has posted for live Jedi. Well, what passes for the law here didn't like that idea. So the two groups started fighting.
Then there was some big explosion, and then I was sitting here for a long time, waiting for some half-naked miner to show up and ask a bunch of questions.
There's a bounty on captured Jedi? Why?
Don't know much about it. Maybe the exchange wants one as a trophy, or somebody's got something against Jedi and is looking to collect. Not many Jedi left. Wouldn't surprise me if the bounty's pretty high.
Not many Jedi left? What happened to them?
The ones that weren't killed in the Jedi Civil War ended up switching off the lightsabers long ago. Word is there's not even a Jedi Council anymore, but who knows?
I heard rumors of a war, but a war between the Jedi?
Yeah, Revan, Malak, and the Jedi that went to join them in the Mandalorian Wars. They turned against the other Jedi and had a scrap that almost laid waste to the galaxy. Where have you been?
I've been away since the Mandalorian Wars.
Well, I wasn't there, but like all Sith, Revan and Malak turned on each other.
I was led to believe that Revan saved the Jedi in the Republic. Our last playthrough.
I guess. There's rumors all over space about it. All I heard was Revan returned to pay Malak back for trying to kill her in the first place. You know, women.
How long have you been in that cage? Revan was a man, not a woman.
Maybe you're right. Maybe I just hoped Revan was a woman.
Enough history. Let me ask you something else.
Look, no offense or anything, but your weird half-naked interrogation isn't my idea. Hey, wait a minute. You're that Jedi the miners were talking about. Where is everybody?
I don't know. The facility seems abandoned.
The miners can't all be gone. But if they are... Look, hey, let me out and I can help you. I can. I've gotten out of trouble countless times.
Tell me your plan, and we can go from there.
This facility isn't a military installation, which means we may have a chance. You shut down this self-security field, and I can reroute the emergency system so we can get to the hangars. We grab a ship, and then we fly out of here.
I'll switch off the cage, but if you try to run, I'll cut you down without a second thought. Added.
Great. Now to business. Let's get to the command console.
Just stay ahead of me and don't make any sudden moves. As I run past them. First.
Alright, here we are. Now this console is set on automatic hail. You may have heard it when you came in. The asteroid drift charts are constantly being updated, so it sends out a transmission to incoming vessels so they don't get crushed into space dust. The hail warns them to keep their distance until orbital drift charts are transmitted, and then provides docking instructions to incoming ships, usually freighters. Thing is, you can bounce that same transmission back to the comm here, and suddenly you've got access to the communication system from the inside. Pure Pazak. The console's ours. Now, all we need to do is reactivate the turbo lifts, cancel the emergency lockdown. Hey!
Hey! If I hear any more bad news, I'm gonna get violent.
This system's been severed from the main hub, after it was locked down from remote. You can't even reroute the system, it's been cut clean.
Did someone do it on purpose?
That's my guess. To cut off the console specifically from remote, then sever the hub. Doesn't get any more deliberate than that.
There must be some other way to end the lockdown from here.
I doubt it. All we have is communications back. For all the good trying to shout in a vacuum will do us.
Let's see if we can try to reach out to someone on the comm.
Be my guest. Not much else we can do. The comm's all yours.
Thank you. Dun dun. Yes. Yes. There's categories. Let's check the administration logs.
Tracked the freighter in. Was lucky it wasn't destroyed when it drifted into the asteroid field. Not much on board. One damaged droid, one annoying protocol droid, and a lot of bodies. Sent the survivor to medical and the others to the morgue. Didn't recognize the ship's ID code, so we transmitted it to the Republic for some answers. Questioned the protocol droid about what happened. Says his master, the survivor, I guess, was on the Republic ship the Harbinger when it suffered an engine failure. He says the survivor was a passenger on the vessel and a Jedi. If so, that's gonna mean true.
Number 2.
Inventoried the bodies and cargo. Everything matches the protocol droid's story. The T3 droid had seized up, so we left it in storage and standby mode. Don't know what code will access it. It could be it's voice activated for all we know. We put the protocol droid to work in maintenance, sorting the mining droid comm routines and updating the recognition sensors. And to shut him up. When the survivor recovers, hopefully we can get him off this station before there's trouble between the work shifts. Word of the Jedi leaked out and the miners aren't sure what to do with him. Quarter's mining crew wanted us to collect the credits for the bounty the Exchange has on Jedi, but I put a stop to that. We're contacting Telos to get the Republic records on the Jedi, but nobody will know word from the Republic. But I've sent out a broadcom transmission for records on this Ebon Hawk. One of the miners said it used to be a smuggling vessel. Accidents are making the miners restless. The droid behavior course must be undergoing some kind of binary decay. 2 miners were drilled by a droid's mining laser, and those blasts in the ventilation tunnels nearly caused the whole facility to blow.
Did I say holocron end? Alright. Hi there, like always, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the content, hit that subscribe button. We do stream this on Twitch, so feel free to stop by. We are live Tuesdays and Thursdays, 9 AM to 12 PM at MST. And of course, stay safe and have a wonderful day.